Yeah, hi. Hello all.
Mm.
Welcome back. So in the previous session, what we have covered?
Output determination,
Yes, the standard.
description control. Mm.
Yes, and the standard output types, right?
Mm.
What are the standard output types which SAP has provided us for sales orders and delivery documents as well as
Mm.
billing documents?
You know,
And we have also gone through the table
mm.
as well
Mm.
as the transaction which we use for output
Mm.
determination,
Yeah.
right? So what is the
Mm.
table which we use?
Table NACE,
NA?
NAST.
Yes. So
NACE is the NAST.
NAST is the
Mm.
table.
Mm.
And what is the transaction we use?
NACE.
NACE.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. So now let me go through both of them. See,
Mm.
here if you would like to execute a table, then you have to go through SA16N, right?
Mm.
So now here, let me give the table name as NAST.
Mm.
See here the NAST table is for message status.
Mm.
It's related to output.
Mm.
Okay. And if you see
Okay.
here, you can see application, object key, message type, language, partner. So
Mm.
you can find all these fields.
Mm.
So now let me execute 5 records. See here, we can see for all of these objects. Here the object key is nothing but the document number, sales document number.
Mm.
Okay. And here
Okay.
message type, this one is nothing but output type.
Mm. Okay.
And this is what is nothing but the partner, either sold to party or the ship to party, whatever it may be, to whom we
Mm.
have configured it.
Mm.
And the date on which it got triggered. Okay.
Mm.
See
Okay.
here in the table you can get all the data which is related to the outputs.
Mm.
So now let me go through the transaction.
Mm.
So what is the transaction? NACA.
Mm.
And see, if you go through the transaction, here you can
Mm.
find like this.
Mm.
Here you can see condition records, and
Mm.
besides that you can see procedures,
Mm.
and here you can see output types and access sequence.
Mm.
Okay. And see,
Okay.
now we can configure the outputs for sales documents,
Mm.
or else we can configure it for delivery documents,
Mm.
or we can configure it for billing documents with three, right?
Mm. Mm.
So now if you would like to see the output types which were configured for sales documents, then you have to
Okay.
select that and you have to go through the output types.
Mm. Mm.
So here you can able to see what are the output types which are available for
Mm.
V1. Here V1 is
Mm.
nothing but sales documents, right?
Mm.
As I have already told you,
Mm.
AF00 which is used for inquiry
Mm.
and AN00 is used for quotation
Mm.
and BA00 is used for order confirmation. So like this.
Mm.
Okay. So these are all the output types
Mm.
which are available in the standard SAP. And now let me go through V2. This is nothing but, what is this? Delivery
Shipping.
document.
Mm.
So here, if you go through this, here you can able to see all the delivery related output types. Okay.
Mm.
So as we have already covered that LD00, which is used for the delivery note, delivery confirmation, right? So now you can able to find all the output types which are available. So now let me go through the configuration part. Okay.
Okay.
So now let us configure the output types for sales documents. So if I can let you know how can we configure the output types for sales documents, I am expecting that you will extend the same to delivery documents as well as for billing documents also.
Okay.
Okay. And now let me go through the path. SPRO, and here SAP reference IMG, and then what is that? Yes.
Sales and distribution.
So
Basic
here
functions.
sales and distribution, then basic functions,
Basic.
and here output control, then output determination, and here output determination using the condition technique. So as we have already covered about the condition technique concept, right? So what is the condition technique concept? Which we have already covered in pricing. So if you remember, can you please let me know what exactly we have covered for condition technique concept?
Condition technique kinds of condition tables, access sequence, and condition types, pricing procedure.
Yes, condition technique concept is nothing but the procedure to determine the condition records into sales document. So first we will create the condition tables. Let me see. So first we will create the, let me change the color here. So condition tables, right? This is what we will create first. Then we will place them into access sequence. Then the access sequence will be assigned to the condition type. So if we take into the consideration of the pricing, so here the condition technique concept will be like this. So the condition type, what we will do? We will assign the access sequence to the condition type, and the condition type will be placed into the pricing procedure. Then
condition record.
We will determine, means here we will determine the pricing procedure into the sales document. Okay. So in the same way, what we will do exactly here is, after we place condition tables into the access sequence and assigning to the condition type and all these things, we will also maintain the condition records. Right?
Yeah.
So we will make sure the condition records should be get determined into the sales document. So this entire concept is called as condition technique. Okay. So now the same concept which is applicable here for the output determination also. As output determination is also based on the condition technique concept. Okay.
Okay.
So now let me go through the first one here, which is nothing but maintain output determination for sales activities. Okay.
Okay.
See here, we can do all these things for the sales activities. But till now, we haven't covered about the sales activities, right? We have covered only sales documents. And we also have covered billing documents and the types, controls, all these things. But we haven't covered the sales activities. So if you are aware of the sales activities concept, then you can configure it. And if you are not aware, then after completion of all these things, I will also go through the sales activities concept. So at that time, you will come to know what exactly the sales activities are and how can we do that. Okay.
Okay.
So now let me go through the second option here, which is nothing but maintain output determination for sales documents. So now here the first option is maintain condition tables. So if you click on that and if you come here, you can able to see maintain output condition table for sales documents. And the second option here is field catalog. So I think you are aware of the field catalog.
Yeah.
So that's what which we have already covered. So can I get an answer from you that what exactly the field catalog is?
Field catalog contains a list of fields which is used to maintain condition tables.
Yes, field catalog consists of the list of allowed fields which we can use to create the condition tables. So here in this concept, the list of allowed fields which we can use to create the output condition tables. Okay. So now let me go through the first one here, maintain output condition table for sales documents. Okay. See here, if you enter, the system is showing that it is in the change mode. And if you would like to create the new one, then you have to go through conditions here and you have to click on create. Okay. So now create condition tables. So now we are in the creation mode of the condition table. And if you press enter, what will happen? You can select the fields from the field catalog and you can trigger the or you can generate the table. And if it is the requirement to create the table with your own number, then what you have to do at the time of creation only, you will give the number here. See, I have given the number 600, but which is already exist. So now let me give 650. Okay, so now here the table number is 650. So here, so before creation of the table, I just would like to know, sorry, I just would like to tell you how we will create the tables here. Okay.
Okay.
See, here I just would like to create the condition, sorry, output condition tables like the first one, as we have already mentioned here, 650. So with this number, I will create the condition table only with the field of sales organization. Okay. Or else let me do one thing. As we assign from most specific to most general, so now let me create it with sales organization plus customer. Okay.
Okay.
And the next table which I would like to create is 651. So this is what is with sales organization and D channel. It's nothing but distribution channel. Okay.
Okay.
And the third one which I would like to create is 652. Only with the combination of, here no combination, here I am just creating only with sales organization. Okay.
Okay.
And here in the access sequence, I will place the tables like 650 first, then 651, then 652. So as we know, the access sequence is the search strategy which searches the tables from most specific to most general.
General.
Right? So
Yeah.
in this case, so our most specific one here is sales organization plus customer. So if
Mm,
the specific customer is there,
mm,
then the first one has to be get trigger.
mm,
Okay, and if the sales
okay.
org and distribution channel is there,
Mm,
then the system will come to the next search strategy here, and
mm,
which will activate this one.
mm,
And if there is no criteria maintained, then the system
mm,
will pick it from the last table,
mm,
which consists of only sales org.
mm,
Okay, so I think you are clear with it.
mm,
So now let me create the table.
mm,
So here the number is 650, and
mm,
the table which we would like to create is sales organization plus,
mm.
what is that?
Six, six,
Customer.
651. Mm,
Yes, of course, but see here 650 is
mm,
with sales organization and customer.
mm,
So now let me execute it. So when you click on execute, the system is showing that table 001 is already defined with the same fields.
mm,
So if you would like to use the old table which is already available,
mm,
then you can use the 001,
mm,
or else you can also trigger and you can create the new one here, which is nothing but 650.
mm,
Okay, and
okay.
if you observe here,
Mm,
whenever you have created the tables for pricing,
mm,
the names, the nomenclature which starts with A, but
yeah.
here the table number which starts with B.
Mm,
Okay,
okay.
and here the package which I would like to give here is
Mm,
ZSD0, which is nothing but the standard one.
mm,
Now let me save it. And the thing here is, so whenever
mm,
you are generating the new tables,
mm,
okay, so in
mm.
which transport request it will get saved?
Which
Yes,
transport request?
yes, you are there at the point.
Workbench request.
Yeah, my question is it saved in the customizing request or else in workbench request? In which request it will
Workbench,
get saved?
workbench request.
Okay, so what do you know about the workbench request, which are nothing but the cross client?
Uh,
What exactly it means? So
if
if you
we
make
save,
the, yes,
mm, if we save in, if it will automatically saved in another client, another server.
yes, of course. See, if you create it in one client,
Mm,
then it will also
mm,
available in other client, but not in other server.
mm,
Okay.
okay.
So now let me create the second table here
Mm,
with the
mm,
combination of sales organization
mm.
and what is that?
Customer.
That is the first table which we have already created,
Mm,
and the second one which we would like to create with sales organ D channel.
distribution.
Okay, so now let me trigger.
Mm,
So here I am going to generate a new table 651 and let me save it. And see here it is getting saved in workbench request.
mm,
So now two tables got created, right? 650
mm,
as well as 651.
mm,
So this is the another table 652.
mm,
So which I would like to create only with
mm,
sales organization.
mm,
Okay, now let me generate it and let me save here.
mm,
See here we have created three tables. So
mm,
now let me go back. So here the first step which is completed, the creation of the tables.
mm,
Okay. Then what is the next thing you have to do? You have to go through the access sequence, right? We have to maintain access sequences. See here, you can able to see the standard access sequences. Okay, but now in our case, we will create a new one, A001. Is it okay? Or A000, whatever it may be. I am just creating A001. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me name it as Alchem order confirmation. So what is it means? We would like to trigger it for order confirmation. So we would like to send the output to the customer for sales order confirmations. Okay. So now let me select it. See, now let me select it and let me go through the, what is that? Accesses.
Access.
So what we do in the accesses, we will place the tables from most specific to most general. So here, what is our specific one? 650. Okay. And now let us select this and go through the accesses. Sorry, go through the fields. And let me come back. So here let me give another table 651. So the same thing which I would like to carry to 651 also. And now 652. So let me select it and let me go through the fields. See, here we have placed 3 tables, right? And you may get a question that why I have given the number like 10, 20 and 30. I can give 1, 2, 3, right? But why I have given the number like 10 and the second one is 20 and the third one is 30? Can you guess why did I? Yes.
If you want anything, in future, we can add in the middle of this 11 or 12.
Yes, exactly. So in future, if we get a requirement to add one more table here between 10 and 20. So at that time, what we will do? We will give the number 11 and we will add the table. Okay. And if we see here, I have given 11, right? And the table number here is 1. So what's my requirement? I would like to make it available between 10 and 20. So now let me go through the fields and let me save it. Okay. And if you go back and if you again come here, then you can see 11 is there, right? So which came between 10 and 20. So that is exactly the purpose. I am giving here the number as 10 as well as 20, 30. So I am giving 10 numbers as the gap between one table to another table. Okay. So now here as the number 11 which is not required, I am just deleting it. See here we have deleted that, right? And we have created the access sequence A001. And now what is that we have to do? We have to create the output type.
output type.
So now let me go through this,
Mm,
and here as we can see BA00, which is for order confirmation,
mm,
right?
okay.
So this is what is the standard one which is available.
Mm,
And if you click on here and if you go through the all these things, I will let you know what exactly the mail title and text and the processing routines. So I can let you know all these things. Okay.
mm,
But for now, what I
mm,
will do is I will create a new one.
mm,
So here let me go through this and see here. Let me go through the new entries.
mm,
What is the output type which we would like to create now? A001.
mm,
This is for
mm,
Alchem order
mm,
confirmation.
mm,
Okay.
okay.
So now here if you can see, we can see many fields, right?
Mm,
Access sequence and access to conditions, all these things are there.
mm,
So among them, what is the first one which we can find here?
access sequence.
Access
Access
sequence.
to
So what is
mm,
the access sequence which we have created for it?
aid access sequence.
Yes, A001 only.
8001.
That is the one which we have created now.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
So here I am giving the access sequence as the one which we have created.
Mm,
And now let us move to the fields.
mm,
So what is the first field here?
access to condition.
Access to conditions. So now let
Mm,
me tell you what exactly the purpose of this field.
mm,
Okay. So
mm,
if you check this, if you check
mm,
access to conditions here,
mm,
then system will try to determine the output based on the
mm,
condition technique.
mm,
Okay. So you may get a
okay.
question here. So if you
Mm,
don't check,
mm,
would it follow the condition technique concept?
mm,
Yes. If you check this,
mm,
then only the system will follow condition technique concept to determine the what is that output.
mm,
Okay.
okay.
And if you uncheck this,
Mm,
then system will try to determine the output type
mm,
from customer master.
customer master.
Okay.
Okay.
So with the
Mm,
help of
mm,
DB0001, which is the standard procedure,
mm,
which we will assign to the account groups, right?
mm,
So we
mm,
maintain the output types in customer master. In which tab we can
mm.
see that? See,
Output types in customer master.
can you able to see output types in customer master?
Output type.
See now let me show you that.
Mm,
Before that, let
mm,
me uncheck this
mm,
and see here. So if you
mm,
go to customer master,
mm,
so let me take any of our customers.
mm,
See here in the documents tab, we
mm,
can see what is that
mm. Document or
output types which we can give to the customer.
mm,
Okay. So now
mm,
let me go through extras here, then
mm,
documents.
okay.
Okay. So you
Mm,
may get a question in the interview.
mm,
So if we are
mm,
not following the condition technique concept to determine output types for the sales order confirmation.
Okay.
Then from where we can able to determine, which we can do it
Okay.
from customer master.
Customer.
Okay. So in the customer master we can maintain here. Likewise, we can do it in material master also. Okay. See here, if you maintain BA00. 1 minute. See here. So even if you would like to maintain here, the main thing here is it has to be assigned to the procedure, right? So whenever you are creating the customer master, at that time you will use the account groups, right? So in the account groups only you can able to see the, what is this? Output determination procedure. That is nothing but DB. Yeah, tell me, what is that? DB
01.
DB 0001. Okay. So now let me tell you where exactly we can see the account groups and what is the transaction we used to go through account groups.
Transaction account groups.
Yes.
Transaction for account group. I forgot account group.
Forgot.
OVT 0.
Yes.
OVT.
OVT 0. Okay. So now see, if you select the first one here, nothing but the 0001 sold to party, and if you double click on it, so here you can able to see output determination procedure. Okay. So this is the one. So if you
but
don't,
you have shown
yes,
but you have shown us in a customer master, but what is the difference between these two?
yes, that's what you only have to tell me, because I think you have followed all the classes, right? So you only have to tell me what is the difference between the customer master and the account group. And here a small question. So if you maintain the customer pricing procedure here, so what will happen?
Customer maintain.
If you maintain customer pricing procedure here in the account groups, then what will happen and why we will maintain here?
Customer pricing procedure.
So if we maintain the customer pricing procedure here, and if you are creating the customer master, by default the pricing procedure will get copied, right?
Okay.
So likewise, if you maintain the output determination procedure here, which will be available to the customer who is created with this account group. And if you maintain here DB 01, so output for sold to party. This is the standard one. And if you maintain here, then you can able to give the output types in the sales order. Sorry, output types in the customer master in the documents tab. Okay. So now let us move through the fields here in the configuration. So here I think you are clear, right? What is the purpose of the first one? Access to condition.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So now let us move to the next one. What is this?
Cannot be changed.
Yes, cannot be changed. So if you check this, then system will not allow you to change the output types in the sales document. So if it is the business requirement that the output type should not get changed in the sales document, then what you have to do? You have to check cannot be changed here. Okay. So I think you will go through the practice of all these fields. So you please go through them and let me know if you have any issues in this regard. Okay.
Okay.
So now let me move to the next one here. What is this? Multiple
issuing.
Issue. So what will happen if you check this? So if you check multiple issuing here, then system will allow you to issue the same output multiple times. Okay. So first of all, let us configure one output type. Okay. And you please go through the practice. And after that, I will again explain you how can we do them. But for now, I'm just leaving it for you.
Okay.
Okay. See here, multiple issuing is used for the same output. If it is the requirement to issue the same output multiple times, then we will check multiple issuing here. Okay. And now the next one. What is that?
Partner independent output.
Yes. Partner independent output. So if you check partner independent output here, then the output will be sent to all the partner functions, irrespective of the active partner function. So what are the partner functions which we can see? Yeah, can you please mention the partner functions? Sold to party, then ship to party, then bill to party, as well as payer. So these are all the partner functions. So if you click on partner independent output, then what will happen? So if you check this, the output will send to all the partner functions irrespective of the active partner functions. Okay. And if you uncheck, then the output will be sent to only the active partner function. Example, if the sales order confirmation, which has to be sent only to sold to party, and delivery challan, which has to be sent only to ship to party. In the same way, if invoice has to be sent only to bill to party, then we have to be configured like that. So I think you are clear with it.
Yes, we are clear.
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay. So now let us move to the next one here. What is this? Do not write processing log. Okay.
Okay.
So can you please repeat it once? What exactly is this?
Do not write processing log.
Yes. So if you check this, then system will not display the processing information in sales document when you are issuing the output. Okay. So log means which consists of, what is this? What exactly the log consists of? So if you see the error log, that consists of error related information. So if you see the processing log, which consists of all the output types, how it were, how they were processed. Okay. So and if you click on do not write processing log, then the processing log will not be written. So what will happen in this case? What is that? You cannot able to get display of the processing information of these outputs in the sales document. Okay, so these are what the controls here, and in the next session I will let you know the remaining controls. So hope you are clear with it, and if you have any queries in this regard, you can ask me now. Thank you. Bye.